The right-wing civil war is still in full swing, man, and it's getting funnier and funnier. So here's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was at some sort of event giving a speech. Apparently the audience is geriatric, as you can see. Maybe this is a nursing home, or if it's not, it should be. Listen to this.
How many people here, and raise your hand if you believe that Mitch McConnell is a Republican? Raise your hand if he's a Republican. Okay. How many people here, raise your hand if you believe Mitch McConnell is a Democrat? Yeah. Oh my goodness. How about that? Yeah. So Mitch McConnell, he's a rhino. He's worse than a rhino. He has helped Joe Biden pass his agenda. How many people?
That's unbelievable. So Mitch McConnell is a Democrat, she says. Somebody in the audience screams, he's a communist. I literally don't know how to respond to these people. This is so disconnected from reality. It's the equivalent of somebody coming up to you saying, the sky is whatever, pick a color that it's not. I was going to say like red, but sometimes the sky does at sunset. Sometimes it gets a nice little red hue to it. So I don't know. It's the equivalent of somebody saying, the sky is meatloaf. It's like, bro, what? I don't even know where to begin. Oh, he's helping Joe Biden pass his agenda. First of all, Mitch McConnell literally broke the filibuster record under Barack Obama. Broke the record. Shattered the record. Now, under Biden, they act like, oh, bro, he's helping Biden every step of the way, bro. I think the only thing that Biden got some Republican votes for, it was the infrastructure law, which, by the way, Trump was trying to get infrastructure passed himself and just wasn't able to do it. And so when Biden does infrastructure, it's bad. When Trump did infrastructure, it was good. So I think you got some crossover votes on that, infrastructure. And then the only other thing is maybe like the CHIPS Act, right? Which was just trying to bring microchip manufacturing back to the U.S., which everybody agrees with bringing jobs back to the U.S. And she's acting like, oh, this is crazy. So, to her, literally any semblance of bipartisanship on any issue, even when she nominally agrees, is treasonous. And you're a rhino, and you're a communist. I mean, that's insane. So what if a Democrat came up to Marjorie Taylor Greene with her top issue and was like, whatever, the wall, you want to build a wall? Yeah, well, we got a whole bunch of Democrats, we could pass it right now. Would she be like, no, because then I'd be a rhino? See, it's unserious. None of this stuff is about policy. It's just she's playing her little tribal partisan game. Mitch McConnell's a Democrat. Mitch McConnell's a communist. For the love of God. Here, let's dive into it. Mitch McConnell on the issues, campaign finance. McConnell led opposition to stricter campaign finance regulations. Yeah, real commie there. This is as pro-capitalism and corporatism as you can possibly be. I would like big money billionaires to buy the government and rule the system and get their way from now until forever. Civil rights. I love this fact. In January 1988, McConnell voted against the Civil Rights Restoration Act of 1987. Wow. What a fire-breathing left-winger. Criminal justice reform. McConnell stalled the passage of the First Step Act. That is more conservative than Donald Trump. That's the one of the few good things Trump did is the First Step Act. You know, it's a criminal justice reform to try to give people low-level drug offenses another shot. McConnell was against that. The economy. In 2010, McConnell requested earmarks for the defense contractor BAE Systems, while the company was under investigation by the Department of Justice for alleged bribery of foreign officials. So, military-industrial complex? I love you. I will give you a big wet smooch if you're BAE. This is Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell for tax cuts for the wealthy. Mitch McConnell for deregulating Wall Street. Mitch McConnell for endless war. Mitch McConnell super conservative on social issues like guns, like abortion. I mean, this guy, the environment. In 1992, after the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change had found conclusive evidence that human activity significantly contribute to climate change, McConnell claimed there was no conclusive evidence of significant long-term global warming. You can't find a person more conservative than Mitch McConnell on the issues. And they're like, the commie. You want workers to own the means of production, bro. That's what you want. What a commie. Democrat. These people have there's not even like a standard by which you evaluate the world. There's not a criteria. It is just verbal and mental diarrhea. She may as well open her mouth and have just camel diarrhea spewing out left her. Bleh, bleh, bleh. There's nothing, there's no there. Nobody can take her seriously. And look at what she's doing to those people in that room, right? Like, maybe it's which came first, the chicken or the egg type scenario? Is it their extremism that makes her extreme, or is it her extremism that makes them extreme? But, like, when you get a group of people that are this disconnected from reality, I don't know. I'm an expert at deconverting people. I'm an expert at it. I've probably deconverted just as much, if not more, than almost anybody else in this scene, in this space. And I look at this and I go, I don't know, bro. What do I say? What do I do? When you say Mitch McConnell's, and you know what it all stems from, right? Here, I'll tell you what it all stems from. Mitch McConnell, like, mildly criticized January 6th when the mob stormed the Capitol and broke windows and were violating laws and wanted to hang Mike Pence, and he mildly criticized that. It was like, yeah, it's not cool, attack on democracy, kind of get it together, Trump should condemn you, blah, 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 all that stuff. That's all it is. It stems from that. So unless you are pro-insurrection, pro-attempted violent coup, you're a Democrat and you're a communist. If that's the case, like 80% of the country is Viva la Revolution communists. Okay? Like 80% of the country is to Che Guevara in this bitch. That's what it all stems from. They're still butthurt over that. They're butthurt he doesn't kneel down and coddle Daddy Trump's scrotum. And just, oh yeah, That's what they're mad about. All right, there you go. This is the opposition here. McConnell's a Democrat, and he's a communist, and him breaking the filibuster record against Obama, not conservative enough. Him blocking 98% of Biden agenda, not good enough. You basically, it's an authoritarian cult unless you give ultimate fealty to Donald J. Trump, you're a traitor. But look, thankfully, I honestly believe Marjorie Taylor Greene is not indicative of your average Republican voter. I think they're much more split than she's indicating. Trump gets 32% or whatever in the polls right now. That's more than a majority of Republicans who are actively shopping around. Maybe DeSantis, maybe some other Republican. This sort of mindless position is maybe it's a solid 30% of the Republican Party, maybe even as much as 40%, but it ain't. They're thankfully not all this too far gone. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.